time here, but I couldn't let Myles go without getting his thoughts on the quarterback situation in Cleveland, where the head coach was coy about whether or not Shedeur Sanders is now number 2, given the trade of Joe Flacco, and Kevin Stefanski didn't close the door on Deshaun Watson playing this year. Your overall thoughts on your hometown team's current state, specifically at the most important position on the field?
Well, I think, first of all, trading Joe Flacco to a division rival is interesting. I think the way that this has gone about, from getting Kenny Pickett, getting Joe Flacco, then drafting Dillon Gabriel, drafting Shedeur Sanders, bringing in Tyler Huntley when people got hurt, and now, you've got Bailey Zappi on the practice squad. It's all been very strange in some way. I mean, there's a reason why you don't usually see 2 mid-round quarterbacks go to the same team in the same draft. But, I think they like Dillon Gabriel for a reason. Dillon Gabriel came out, ran the offense about as okay as he could, I guess. He's a guy in his first start. There's things he's going to miss. There's things he's going to try to get better at over the course of the season. But when it comes to Kevin Stefanski and what he was talking about yesterday, I don't think he kind of can close the door on Deshaun Watson coming back, for a lot of different reasons, which is unfortunate. I hope they don't play him, Mike. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to see him anymore. I don't want to talk about him anymore. I've had enough of the Deshaun Watson experience. I've reached my lifetime limit, as you like to say, of the Deshaun Watson experience. And so even though Stefanski's not closing the door, and he always says, he's doing a great job with his rehab, man, that's great. But if he has to come back to the roster, just make him the 3rd QB so we don't necessarily have to see that no more.
Yeah, that's the thing. They may get to a point where they have to reinstate him to the roster if he's healthy, because you can't cut him. If you cut him, it's a $135 million cap charge next year. And the other side of it is they've got an insurance policy, and I need to dust off the details of this because at one point I did the deep dive on how the insurance works, and of course I've now since forgotten, but that's part of this as well. And then you've got the Shedeur angle, and meanwhile you're trying to win football games. And I also think to a certain extent Kevin Stefanski treads lightly because he knows that the owner's always going to put his thumb on the scale some way, so anything you say now may be completely refuted by the actions of the owner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the problem sometimes with Jimmy Haslam, right? I mean, and it has been the problem with him since he bought the team in 2012. He spends money. You can't say he doesn't spend money. You can't say he doesn't want to win, but he is a meddling owner, and his meddling has not produced wins.
You don't have to pass any test to own an NFL team. You have to pass 2 to drive a car. All you have to do to own an NFL team is show up with the biggest bag of cash, and it's yours.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.